Here's a quick shot of what the garage looks like. Remember, the pieces were laying everywhere. I've been working on assembly. I've got the frames assembled on 6 chairs. You'll notice that one, and that one. They've got the seat runner and the back runner in, and one slat, and the other slats are, I numbered them all, so there's a complete set laying in the seat bucket for them. The goal tonight is to get that one, and then this final one in here to that same point, and then to get everything back in the shop. Now, I straightened up a little bit, but not much. I just got some of the heavy dust off the floor so I could walk around here without tracking it. It's still filthy, but we're gonna get the chairs hopefully in here tonight because I gotta get the cars back in the garage in case there's any foul weather. Oh yes, my wife finished all 72 of the seat slats, so when I'm ready for them, they'll be ready to be installed. I've got all 6 of the chairs to the exact same point, and I've got them all just temporarily located into the shop. Reason why I'm showing you this right now, I'm getting ready to shut things down, and what I need to do is this one needs to come off the top of the saw, but I have to get over into that corner and shut that light off and that light off. So this chair will end up right between the ladder and the router table, and then everything else that's out here, starting with the handles, the chair arms, is going to get stacked up on the table saw, because I will bring the chairs out here one at a time to do the assembly, because it's easier now to do the assembly on the floor than it is to do it up on a table. But I got to get this garage cleaned up, so I'm going to take a break and do that, and if there's any time left, then I will go back and attempt to work on one of the chairs. But I got quite a bit of work in front of me to be able to get the cars in here. So let's pause and get this taken care of, and if anything else happens, I'll let you know. Well, as you can see, I've got the garage straightened up. I'm getting ready to put the cars away. I'm happy about getting them back in the garage. I thought I would address a question that I anticipated. All of the chairs are to a certain point. I think someone will probably ask me why I did not take the time to fully assemble a chair and then fully assemble a second chair, because if I had done that, I could have 3, maybe 4 of them done, as opposed to 6 that are partially done. And the main reason why, and there's a good reason for it, is just like everything else, I've been setting this up. I hope that wind isn't causing a lot of noise. I've been setting this up in stages where I do all the cutting, and then I do all the ripping, and then I do all the shaping. Well, I'm doing the same thing with the assembly, because when you set up to assemble a leg to a base, it's easier to go ahead. You've got the tools out, you've already got the measurements fresh in your mind. It's easier to go ahead and do all 12 legs to all 12 bases, all 12 bases, sorry. Math went off for a second there. It's been a long couple of days. But it's easier just to continue that one process and complete it. When I come back out, I'll take a chair, I'll put all of the backslats on it, and then I'll do that with all 6 chairs. Then I'll put all the seat slats on all 6 chairs, all the arms on all 6 chairs, and all of the arm braces on all 6 chairs, and they'll be done. It is a process that I'm using because actually I think it is probably quicker. It took a while too. There were a couple of parts of the assembly that by yourself you need 3 hands, and I didn't really have any help at the time. I could have called somebody, but you hate to pull somebody away from what they're doing for 30 seconds. So I had to kind of adapt and build a couple of quick jigs. Nothing too fancy, a couple pieces of scrap wood screwed together, and that was all it took. But tomorrow I've got to get out at some point and pick up another box of screws, because I am down to maybe half a dozen screws, and I'm going to need a few more to finish because of all the slats. But other than that, I've made great progress today. I'm super excited with where I am. Everybody's happy. My wife's happy. They look great. The redwood stain looks fantastic on them. The chairs are going to be awesome. We will be setting in them next weekend, so hopefully we have some great weather next weekend. I plan to work on them a little bit throughout the week. I think I can finish them up this week. I'd really like to, because I have a couple other projects I want to work on. But next weekend we ought to be setting in them, and I hope it's nice weather, because I would love to have a fire in the fire pit back there and just kick back and relax and enjoy my new chairs. That's it for me, guys. Have a great evening. Thanks for hanging with me. Sorry I'm not posting a lot more as I work on these, but these days, the last 2 days, have just been so long and working so hard to get things done that really, I just have not had a lot of spare time, and I didn't want to spend time recording when I need to really get things done. So hopefully that'll loosen up over the next few days because the tasks are getting less and less. So have a great evening. I'll talk to you soon.